Alrighty guys, so Feather Client released not that long ago. I'm actually not sure the exact date it released, but ever since it did release, I've kind of been looking at it and wanting to, get a hold of it. And yesterday I was talking to one of my friends about it, and he was just like, you know what, dude, I'm just gonna buy this thing. It sounds cool as hell. And I'll whitelist you. And he did. So shout out to Tyler's X, that's who bought it. Tyler SX, that's his Minecraft username. If you see him, thank him and say hi. But yeah, thank you, Tyler. And so that is how we have our hands on Feather Launcher. Now, I've spent a few hours messing around in Feather Launcher, messing around with the settings, kind of just feeling it out. And honestly, I think I'm ready to do a review on it. Now, this is a very simple client, although it serves a very complex purpose, all right? This is not just your everyday client. This is much different than Badlion and Lunar and all the other clients that you can think of. There may be one or two others out there that are like Feather Client, but they really aren't like Feather Client. They don't have as good a support. They don't have as good of a wrapper to handle all the mods and stuff like that. I mean wrapper with a W, not like a wrapper. Anyway, so if we click mods here, this just looks like a normal launcher, right? Okay, but if we click mods, you'll see that you can disable and enable any of the mods on any of these different versions, okay? And you're probably thinking, Nick, that's like pretty standard these days, right? Like you kind of have the ability to do this on any launcher, like on Lunar Client or on Badlion. If you don't like it, you can just disable it in game, and you can do that same thing here. But what makes this so unique is there's actually a mods store built into the launcher. And not only that, before we click that, you can add your own mods. Like you can literally sit here and add mods into your Feather Launcher that will load with the launcher, and you'll be able to disable and enable them whenever you want, remove them, whatever you want to do. And if that doesn't seem like a big deal to you, adding your own mods, that is a huge deal for like small developers and stuff, especially to kind of get a start and get known in the community and put their mods up on the store here of the Feather Launcher. And we are going to jump into the actual client, launch the game in a second here, but I do want to go over this stuff because this is really important, okay? What's been blowing up on the internet lately? YouTube, TikTok, all that kind of stuff, all with user-generated content, okay? That is all this is. People can come on this store and create mods and put them up here for people to use. User-generated content is the future of pretty much everything, in my opinion, okay? This is all made by somebody. This was made, High Stats was made by CAD7, as you can see here. MumbleLink was made by ZS Sawyer, or Z Sawyer. So I guess my point is this opens up so many opportunities that you're not going to have on clients like Lunar Client and Badlion Client. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up adding their own mods store to kind of combat Feather Launcher, because honestly, dude, this is going to be a huge plus of being on Feather Launcher, and it might not seem like that big of a deal to you, like, oh, this is nothing Lunar Client can't pull off, but the whole point of this is that there's so many different mods and so many different areas of expertise. No one client could actually have their own dev team go through and make, mods like this to the detailed degree that the mods on the Feather Client store have, because these are mods made by real people who are playing the games that they're making these mods for, okay? Like, there's some Skyblock mods, Skyblock add-on, Danker's Skyblock mod. This is all stuff that Skyblock, Hypixel Skyblock players actually wanted in Hypixel Skyblock. You're not going to have some Lunar Client dev that's playing Hypixel Skyblock for 3 months to figure out what people want to make one of these mods, okay? The fact that users can jump on here and make their own mods is amazing, and it's going to lead to different mods for specific servers and just quality of life updates that nobody even thought of. Now, if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in 1.8.9, so I'm going to go ahead and launch that. We might look at 1.18.1 in a future video, but all of these versions are very well supported in this launcher, and they all work extremely well. And if you're PvPing, you're going to be on 1.8.9 most of the time anyway. If you're into Skyblock and stuff like that, you're probably going to be on 1.18.1. And like I said, this version of Minecraft is very well supported in this launcher, okay? It works very well. So let's go ahead and launch 1.8.9, because most of you watching this are probably into PvP and stuff. You're probably wanting to use this client for that specific use, and I do already have things set up in a pretty convenient way for somebody that would be PvPing. All right, so I don't want to take up too much of your guys' time, but if we click multiplayer here and go on the seed, this is a really good Minecraft. Oh wait, we can't go on that because it's 1.17 and above. Okay. All right, so we are in game on Hypixel, and as you guys can see, it looks like any other Minecraft client as far as the GUI and everything goes. I mean, you can move all this stuff around. If I click right shift here, I can just kind of move anything around. You can move your scoreboard, your status effects, your sprinting thingy-mabobber. And if you go into feather settings, you have more options. So here is where you can enable like the Discord mod, you can enable glint, item physics, all this like crazy stuff they have built into the launcher, and none of this is like elective stuff. Okay, there might be one or two mods that I've added here, but that's about it. All of this stuff is just by default on the client, which I think is a really cool. There's a lot of quality of life mods here that you're probably going to use. You're probably going to be happy they're here, and I really think it's awesome. So if we click HUD, they have all of the HUD related stuff, you know, item info, scoreboard, direction, Hypixel. You've got some Hypixel mods going here. I still don't know what the oof mod does. If you know what this does, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear. And then in PvP, obviously it's your CPS, armor status, coordinates, item counter, potion effects, that sort of stuff that you would expect from a full-featured PvP client. It has pretty much everything, and if it's not there, it's in the mod store. People upload their mods there, and you can browse that and see if any of those mods look attractive to you and if you're interested in them. And oh my gosh, I almost forgot to tell you guys about the FPS. I don't know about Lunar Client or Badline Client or whatever, but I definitely get more FPS in this client than any of the other ones. Lunar Client, I probably get anywhere from 150 to like 400. On this client, I'm just flying up there, man. Look at that, 700 FPS. Like, and I do have friends who have trash PCs who are running this, getting absolutely bonkers FPS with just default settings. So I'm pretty sure if you have a crappy PC, this is going to run just fine on it. I haven't had any issues. None of my friends have had any issues, despite some of them having absolute potato PCs. And I don't know, it just seems like your FPS is just naturally a lot higher. I'm not sure if it's because of some back-end optimization they're doing or what, but there is definitely something spooky going on with this client with the FPS, but I am all for it, okay? Like, I'm loving it, man. It is absolutely amazing. Look at that, 880 FPS right next to a giant nether portal. What other client do you know that can do that? So do I think this client is better than Lunar Client and Badline Client? I don't know if I would say it's necessarily better, but I would say that it has a lot more potential, okay? Lunar Client has basically been the same for a while, all right? And it works. I'm not going to shit on Lunar Client. I'm not going to say it's a horrible client or anything. And also Badline Client. I mean, people don't really use Badline Client because it's a bad client. I feel like it's more about the people that run it, but I think you guys know what I'm saying. So this client does have a ton of potential to pull ahead of the other ones. In my personal opinion, I think that Feather Client will end up being the future, especially if Lunar Client and Badline Client don't end up having user-generated content stores like Feather Client has. I think that is definitely a huge plus for this client. A lot of people that I know were kind of skeptical of this client. I was able to get them whitelisted, and they ended up basically loving it and saying that they think it's an amazing concept, and they hope that all the other clients add this feature so they can kind of compete harder and stuff, because honestly, I feel like this client with the features it has is just going to pull so far ahead once it's fully released. So how can you enter to win a whitelist? Well, you guys are probably wondering that because in the title I have whitelist giveaway up there. So how you can go ahead and enter into this giveaway is, number one, comment your IGN on this video down below in the comments. Number two, slap a like on this video. And number three, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. I'm not exactly sure when we're going to pick the winner, probably like a week from now or something. But if this video ends up blowing up, I'm probably going to wait a little longer because I want everybody to be able to get a chance to sign up for it. And yeah, I'm not sure how many whitelists I'm going to be giving away. Maybe one, maybe two. I'm really not sure. I'm thinking probably just one, but if the video does end up doing super well, I might go ahead and do two. I'm not really 100% on that, like I said. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this little showcase video, just kind of showing off Feather Client, please make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and favorite. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not, like, the client is really cool too, because a lot of these newer Minecraft clients kind of redo the whole, like, options menu and stuff. But if you hit escape on Feather Client, it just shows you everything that you would normally see on vanilla, okay? Nothing looks super out of place here. Like, it's all just regular Optifine settings. To actually toggle the Feather Client settings, you actually have to hit the right shift button, and, you know, you got your cosmetics store, which some of them are really cool, but I feel like they're kind of underwhelming, so maybe wait to buy some of those. And then the Feather settings, which I already showed you guys, has all this stuff. This just edits your GUI. I'm not sure what the heart does. I think it shows your favorite mods. I'm not sure what the 4 blocks. Ooh, that's a much more digestible view. I actually like that. And then this, ooh, they have profile? I didn't even know about this. See, I'm discovering features as we're playing, man. This is crazy. But, yeah, guys, as you can see, they've even got mod profiles, man. So, I don't know. You guys should definitely check this client out if you get the opportunity. If you are not able to check this client out, go ahead and enter into the giveaway for the whitelist that I'm doing on this video. And maybe, just maybe, you will win it and be able to play on the legendary Feather Client. We'll see. You know? But yeah, guys, we'll see you next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace the hell out.